What is up, YouTube? My name is Mario, aka the real Super Mario, aka the loot box hero, aka YouTube's greatest fat man here, bringing you another video, interrupting the video that I had planned for today because Nintendo decided that they just wanted to randomly at 3 o'clock at night, like a weird horny booty call, wanted to drop a tweet basically announcing that the Switch 2 is real. Alright, so we're going to talk about this real quick. Of course, you want to continue getting videos like this from me. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that good stuff that YouTube requires you to do to continue getting videos from me. Follow me at twitter.com/RSMario128. Like my video tweet, share my video tweet, and I will shout you out at this portion of the video. Alright, so, Furukawa, Mr. Furukawa, who is the head of Nintendo, dropped a tweet last night on the Japanese Twitter account for Nintendo. For some reason, Nintendo has come up with this new marketing method where they basically just tweet out massive announcements. Like Miyamoto has done it like 3 times now with the first Mario movie, the second Mario movie, and the Zelda movie. So, you know. But this is the tweet from Mr. Furukawa. This is Furukawa, the president of Nintendo. We will be announcing the successor of the Nintendo Switch during this fiscal year. For the first time in 9 years since we announced the existence of the Switch in March 2015, we will also be holding a Nintendo Direct in June to announce the Switch software lineup for the second half of 2024, but this will not include the successor model. Please don't misunderstand.
Please clap.
So, that was massive. Alright, so, I mean, we've all kind of known that something new was coming for the Switch. I've been doing Switch 2 videos for a while now. I actually had one planned for today, but here we are. So, essentially, what they're saying is they're going to have a Direct in June, which is going to be kind of like their not E3, because that's how everybody still drops stuff in that June, July space, even though E3 is not a thing anymore. And then he also announced that we're going to get a successor to the Switch, but they're not going to talk about it in June of 2024. Alright, more than likely they're going to talk about it near the end of the year. Alright, now, or it could be like first quarter next year, as far as when they actually talk about it. Because you got to remember, the fiscal year does not exactly go along with the regular year. The fiscal year goes from second quarter of the year to second quarter of the year. Alright, so technically the fiscal year begins in like May, which is probably why they dropped this now. You know, so there's probably some market manipulation here as far as why they dropped this information right now. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. So we've got some other tweets here as well. Of course, Riddler Q chimed in. He woke up. Riddler Q woke up and he said, by the way, 3 projects on the list so far. Now, we don't exactly know what he means by this, but since he really mainly just covers Pokemon, he could be talking about 3 Pokemon projects. Now, the thing is he talking about like the list as far as like what we're gonna get in June or what we're gonna get for the Switch 2? That's to be determined. Alright, because he could be talking about both. Because the one thing about Riddler Q is Riddler Q gets really vague when he talks about stuff. And that's pretty much what is going on here. Now, as far as these 3 projects go, I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say that there is a spin-off coming of some sort. There is of course, Legend ZA, and then of course there's probably some Gen 5 remakes, because I still think that in June, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna announce whatever Pokemon Works has been working on. It's probably gonna be Gen 5 remakes. Maybe it'll be similar to BDSP, seeing as though the sales numbers have come out, and that's something I'm gonna cover in a Pokemon video hopefully later this week. But yeah, more than likely we're probably gonna see more BDSP style games. Alright, so then we had David Gibson. So David Gibson pops up. I don't know who David Gibson is. People said that his track record is kind of shaky, but he's gotten some things right. He says, in the results call, when asked if the next gen console was brand new or, Furukawa answered, The next model is the appropriate way to describe it. So it's the next model of the Switch. So, and now this is a kind of a complicated statement because a lot of people have been saying that the next Switch is going to be an iteration, kind of like a Switch Pro. You know what I'm saying? But I think it'll be more than that. But I don't think it'll be like the next generation of Nintendo console. Meaning, because when you think next generation, like they're moving to a whole different concept. You gotta remember, Nintendo moves from concept to concept to concept when it comes to their consoles. Like, I mean, if you look at it, like the GameCube, you know what I'm saying, was not like the N64. You know what I'm saying? The Wii was not like the GameCube. The Wii U was not necessarily like the Wii. Alright, and the Switch was nothing like the Wii U. So I'm thinking, you know, whatever their next generation console is, will probably reinvent the wheel as far as what they've already done. So this is going to be closer to what they did, but better. I probably made that too complicated. So then Hot Girl Video 69, who has been surprisingly accurate in this, you know what I'm saying? I follow this channel. They do kind of go off into like weird progressive culture war-y type of rants sometime, but they've been pretty spot on as far as their coverage of the Switch too. But they said the new iteration on the Nintendo Switch will be akin to the DSi to the 3DS expansion. It is a half-gen jump in increased performance, frame rate, dockable graphics changes. The biggest advancement in the new units will be their interactivity. Will you move to get one? Will you find action that you enjoy? What kind of augmentation would drive you to buy? What attachments would you like to see within the new console for the Switch or the Switch 2? So here's the thing. I don't think that, personally, I count DSi to 3DS as two different generations of game. Alright, because the 3DS was way more powerful than the DSi. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I think of iteration, I think of DS to DSi. Because DSi was a bit more powerful than the DS, but it wasn't so powerful that it could be considered a whole different generation of console. Alright, you know what I'm saying? I don't consider the 3DS as an iteration of the DS. So the last bit we have here as far as information goes, we have this one coming from Reddit, and this was actually a reference to an older leak that I'm not sure if I covered or not, because I don't remember reading anything like this. But it says the Switch 2 is stated for March 2025. Still nothing has changed since the original report. Expect an announcement to pan out similar to the Switch 1, September, November for a full reveal. Third parties should be allowed to mention the Switch 2 multi-platform releases from June on, even without showing it, since Nintendo is openly talking about it. So basically this means that anything that gets announced during like the Summer Games Fest can officially talk about the Switch 2 or officially mention that their game is coming to the Switch 2. In June is the last proper Switch 1 Direct. There's rumors for a partner Direct late in the year. Nintendo will announce more remasters in the Direct. He expects Metroid Prime 4 to be the last big reveal for Switch 1, released this year, but he doesn't know. That's just speculation on his part. He expects more leaks to come out that the successor has been mentioned. So basically all this sounds pretty feasible. Alright, it all sounds pretty feasible. As far as what we're going to get in June, I do expect some remasters and some ports and stuff like that. I'm not expecting anything massively new. Alright, because why would they drop something massive on the regular Switch when they already said that the next system is coming? And they could just hold that big game as a launch title. You know what I'm saying? But what I do expect to see is I expect to see whatever the last Fire Emblem title is. Because remember, there's supposed to be 3. Alright, that was supposed to be the new title, which was Engage, the what do you call it? The spin-off, which was whatever the last Fire Emblem Warriors game was. And then there was supposed to be a remake. Rumor has it it's gonna be Jig Draw, which is Fire Emblem 4. So it should be interesting. Tell me what you think down below. What you think we're gonna get? All right, what you think? I think I could do a video of what I expect to launch on the Switch too. I feel like that's a fun little speculation video that I'm gonna have to do now. You know what I'm saying? Especially Pokemon. Pokemon's got the biggest option, the biggest possibilities here, because we can literally be seeing Gen 5 release as the swan song for the original Switch, and then Pokemon Legends ZA could launch on the Switch too. Bro, this is about to be crazy. Not to mention, how crazy is it that Nintendo announced this? They dropped this the day that Microsoft closes not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 studios. That's gotta be calculated. Oh my gosh. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real. And I'll see you with another Switch video tomorrow that was supposed to come out today.